Greetings, everybody. Just a very, very quick, very simple, and very easy update on my what has turned into being the European folder of fun. Because stamp collecting is fun, and I've added a few more countries to the mix. And by the time I finish, I would expect around about 44 countries to be shown with stamps in this folder. So we won't go too complex, but just to say that whatever's easiest for me within the confines, if you will, of those arts and crafts stamps, you can get a nice little selection and collection of every country in Europe, depending, of course, on which time they were that we're talking about. And for example, Austria, post 1945. I've got previous ones for Austria when it was Austro-Hungary. So countries have come, countries have go, but I thought I'd show you my A to Z. As far as I've got at the moment anyway, there are many more countries to put out there. So we start with the A's. Austria. So I think we've seen all of these. Belgium, we've seen all of those. I mean, we've got millions of them. And then we get a new page, Bulgaria, or as it says here, Bulgaria. So we've got a plane, planes, trains, automobiles, not quite a man. So it's a beginning of the beginning. Czechoslovakia we have already seen. Denmark I began last week, I believe, and it's starting to progress quite nicely. I said this is going to be a rush through. Eire, or Ireland, we call it Eire. Eire. And then Finland is a new one. The two stamps I've had out happen to be the same ones, obviously. And I got this Suomi stamp at the bottom, so that's quite a nice new one. The France, I haven't really... There's none in the box. For some reason, there's no French stamps. I think on the first couple of sweeps, I emptied them all of France and put them in the envelope. So I may have to go to the envelope to fill out these pages. Germany reunification, reunified. So that's a beginning. I mean, we've had many have come through our hands, but they're in the other box, most of them. Greece, we've seen before. King George there, the first. Hungary, we've seen before many times. Motor gliders, nothing wrong with that. And many pages for Hungary. And then, when your hunger is fulfilled, Italy. We've seen this also. A little bit of information there. Then we start with another country, Yugoslavia. Just the one stamp. Malta popped up. So that's quite nice. Start that. Netherlands, we've seen all of these exceptionally many times. And Norway, we started last week. That's starting to fill up nicely. I did add a bit of information for my own, and these came out today. Polska, Poland. We've seen these. So we're getting to the end of the alphabet. Poland, Portugal. Don't have many Portuguese stamps. They tend to be this one, if any. So that's nice to start that one up. Romana, and also we've got, well, that belongs on this page here, which is Romania, which is the same country but communist. Sweden, Sverige. Is that how you pronounce it? Sverige? I don't know. It may also be the wrong way round. And I've put the Sweden on top, and it should be that Hadaway. But you know what? I can always get that hinge off after. And Switzerland we've seen. And then finally, that is it. So, not quite sure how many countries that was. I may count them up after. But there will be more added. Are there any more that I can think of off the top of my head? Fish. Luxembourg, there's one. San Marino. We're struggling a bit, aren't we? Wow. Hungary? No, we've got all of them. There's not that many, but I'm Serbia. You know, when you split the Balkans up, for example, we got Serbia, Montenegro, Croatia, um, Croatia, yeah, Kosovo, Albania. There's one. That would probably be about it. Maybe there's one or two extras also. You know, principalities more than anything. We said San Marino and Monaco are two. What about it, the Italian states? Are there any of those? Yeah, there's the Vatican City, for example. So that would be one. What about any of the islands, say Corsica and that, or are they simply France? I don't know. So I would say we've made a good old dent in this, and as you can see, it's sitting quite nicely. If it gets much fatter, I may have to go into a second file. I think I'll get away with it though. That is it for now. I want to go and watch some television, so I'll talk to you tomorrow, all being well. Have a fantastic evening. The sun's shining. We've had a little bit of rain, freshened things up a bit. Well, actually, I haven't freshened things up, freshened the garden up a bit, turned it a bit green, but it's still very, very warm here. And I'll talk to you soon. Have a fantastic day, and bye for now.